knowing nothing is a really good thing, honestly. It just means, it means that you've always got something to learn. How can you start off with a really easy way of innovating? And we were just thinking of this idea of like, take two things that you'd never think about, stick them together and see what comes out at the end. Cat plus facts equals bingo. But the main one for me is be a sponge. And SpongeBob SquarePants. Just soak things up, because the more I sit at work, the more I find people looking for inspiration when they've got a problem to solve. They'll go, oh, I've got this brief, got to think of something new for it. Let's go on the internet, have a look. Oh, we'll like that site, or we'll like that site, or we'll like that site. Let's do something like that, and we'll take a bit of that one and put it in, and you get a new product. And sometimes it can really work. You can improve what's already there. When that works, great. But a lot of the time, you can just end up with something that is another kind of generation of something that's already been done, not particularly innovative. But I think the way that both me and Ali work is endless sketchbooks and notebooks, that all the time, whether you've got a solution, like a brief in front of you or not, you're always kind of just absorbing anything around you. And it's not just kind of digital work, it's you're out in the street, and if you see a good sign, you might kind of jot something down or note something, or if somebody said something like, oh, I really hate it when that happens, you go, ooh, maybe if I can make that not happen, I'm onto something. Keep collecting stuff, and then when a problem comes along later, you find that you have this big bank of things that you can use from. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't have to think about stuff anymore. Yeah, you do it.
Yeah, I just used just now an idea that I had about this time last year, you know, and I just go back to my books and go, oh God, you know, one day I'm going to use this, and you do, you know, it's amazing how you do. So I think it's kind of better to go to your own personal collection of thoughts than look at FWA and then go, okay, I need to do a site.
Gradually, you'll start heading towards something that everybody will like to use. And while innovation, kind of abstract innovation, can be great, like bits of kind of art or what have you, kind of when obviously I work in the commercial sector, so I want to make stuff that people will want and use and like a product. So the more innovative that I can be, while also making it something that's very usable and that everyone's happy. And be excited. It is, I mean, I'm standing here droning on about rubbish. But it is, there's like, I think, digital, we don't know where it's going. We don't know where the future is. Like going to the Future of Web Design conference, and everybody came out of it going, so what's the future then? I don't know. Did they know? Nobody knows. Brilliant. But it is. You can make it anything that you want. Like if you want it to be that you completely change the way that people use computers, human-computer interaction. Like you operate your computer by shaking fruit around or something. You can do it. There's a way. There's a way and means for like anything. And that's kind of like the Honda kind of attitude towards things is like, oh, we want to make a motorbike that fits in the back of a car. So they just do it. They want to make a robot that actually walks like a normal robot. They do it, and everyone goes, yes, brilliant, well done. They've got that kind of very forward-thinking sort of attitude, and that kind of more forwards, please, is a great sort of motto to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, just be excited about it, and the more kind of excited you get about it, and the more things you start absorbing, and the kind of more possibilities and opportunities that you see kind of cropping up, even if you don't know how to do them, you start to realise this breadth of what you can make kind of digital do. So it's not just Flash and websites, even though they have a place.